really good, Colby. Let's address the white elephant in the room really quick. Brian couldn't be here with us today.
He's out.
He had to wash his car.
Yeah.
And I think he said the hose had a bunch of knots in it.
If I had a rubber hose, I would beat you.
Oh.
I don't know if any of you have ever. I don't know if any of you have ever. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to untangle a rubber hose before, but it takes hours. And I think that guy was up probably the better part of the night.
Yeah. He's probably
sleep deprived.
Well, you got to start washing a car in the AM, so you had a bit of a deadline there anyway.
Yeah. Then the lathering.
I bet his car was filthy.
I bet it was horrendous.
It's horrendous. He goes off-roading like every weekend. Yeah. He goes off-roading. Yeah.
But Brian will be back.
We miss you, Brian. Maybe. I don't
Possibly.
know. I'm taking a look at the payroll here, and I'm not so sure.
Our thing's not quite adding up.
You know, we're hanging in there, but something's got to go. But I did get some new shoes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are for casual and formal
Oh,
occasions.
those look great. What kind of shoes are
I
they?
got two of them.
What kind of shoes
They're
are they?
Italian.
It's you. Are those the ones that you were telling me about?
No.
That you picked up? That you
No.
picked up?
No. That's a different pair.
Oh.
Those are Fluvogs.
Well-built shoes. These are just cheap, like Italian shoes.
Those are great. I love the style. I've always liked this.
This kind of
Yeah. Kind of like the square cut at the end.
a rectangular cut.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Great.
Feels good. Thought I'd put some shorts on today.
Yeah.
So.
You know, it's a great short stay.
Yeah.
I feel like all of my short stay up in Oregon, I guess this will be my 8th short stay. This has been by far the warmest short stay I've ever had here.
Super pleasant.
It was.
Like I'm still sort of holding my breath. Like shit's gonna go down at any minute.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it'll not go down.
Like the floodgates?
The cold floodgates are gonna just crack open.
Yeah.
But I'm more worried about the grayness, you know.
Oh yeah.
'Cause then everyone starts wigging out.
What do we have until the grayness is usually completely done for? Like June?
The first day of spring,
Oh.
and the day that I could probably carry this couch with one hand.
Talk about a spring cleansing.
Like a total renewal. A season for freshness.
Probably a very
Yeah. So, do you do spring cleaning? Do you do any of that?
I do spring cleaning, but it's usually probably a very healthy month or two late. It's never quite on March 1st. It's more of like a summer cleaning.
Well, I actually suspect it's probably going to be kind of gray and depressing.
Pull the sheets over my head and stay buried in the bed.
So, you got to hold on to that notion that the seasons are actually like, think of it like a holiday.
Yeah.
Like we should just celebrate new life and be like the bees start coming out. We went to dinner
4 days ago. 3 days ago. 4 days ago.
Let's see if this jogs your memory. We had some meat together.
What is this?
That's a pile of meat. This is a pile of meat.
Every piece of meat
Every piece of meat.
available. Every cut.
I watched a little Vice documentary about the dog meat festival in China, and there's I don't remember the province, but there's a specific like city or little town where this is like a huge thing. It's a cultural tradition, and this reporter just went in there and just went to all the different like meat markets, and there's just dead dogs everywhere, chopping up dogs, ripping them apart, just sifting through them. And what really stood out to me about this whole Chinese meat market thing is they have these giant cleavers, and they're just wailing, like they're not even looking. It's like an art. You know, I think some of them were like putting their hand in the middle of the meat to see, just like to show off.
Yeah.
It's insane. They're just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Fucking gory shit, blood, guts everywhere. The reporter was doing a wonderful job just keeping her cool.
这是哪个胃吗？
这不是胃，这个是肠。
打开。其实不错。是啊。
Oh really?
Yeah.
Did they touch on any? You know how a lot of times when you kill something, and it's a very fresh slaughter, I guess. There will be one or two parts that people will traditionally eat, like raw.
Super fresh.
Yeah. Is there?
There was some. They didn't talk a lot about that, but there was some like cut-in footage of that kind of shit going down.
Oh really?
Like just fresh dog meat, like right out of the dog bowl.
Yeah.
The bread basket.
Yeah.
The sweet dog bread.
No hearts eaten? No
I didn't
fresh
see a
dog
shot
hearts?
of that, no. But it was gory. It's fucking gory.
Yeah.
You could probably just find it on YouTube. The reporter though, can't remember her name. I was impressed she did such a good job of not really like bringing any judgment into the matter.
Yeah.
Even at like one point she was sort of, because a lot of them are like, how could you do this? You know, there's this huge like animal activist thing and like treating these people like they're barbarians, but a lot of them are just like, well, these dogs are not our pets. Like there's pet dogs, and then there's dogs that we breed to eat.
Yeah.
It's like, how is it different from a cow? And you know, cows are sacred in India.
Yeah.
Dogs are sacred in America. Yes, the dog is our sacred animal. Dogs and cats.
Yeah, dogs and cats are very sacred.
Yeah.
Have you caught on this picture those bags laying off to the right of the different colored?
The blood bags.
Well, I see definite blood, but in the bottom right hand corner is a greenish hue filled bag.
Yeah. I think that might be bile.
It might be bile. And I like those little soft giblets, right? In the
These
lower.
guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these little.
Yeah. Those most certainly have to be organs, huh?
Probably, maybe like a liver.
Yeah.
A lower intestine.
Some flies.
Definitely
propagating.
some flies just sort of being birthed.
It's a disgusting picture.
It's pretty bad.
You want to know what I made yesterday?
Yeah, what have you been working on?
I went to the store and I got some large Washington oysters.
Oh wow.
Like big enough to fit in a hand. Like cup. 2 cup, about that size. Breaded them in cornmeal, corn flour, egged them.
You
and
shucked
then,
them?
And then
Were they already shucked? Did you have to shuck them?
They were pre-shucked.
Okay.
Breaded them in cornmeal, pan fried them. Man, they were fantastic.
I love a fried oyster.
They were fantastic. I crumbled some
fried oyster.
some queso fresco over it.
Delightful.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Fried oysters, man. That's like a heavenly food. That's a treat.
Yeah.
I want that treat. Invite me over next time.
I will.
We can have an oyster night. I'll provide the. What do you put hot sauce.
Yeah, like
Bring some
I
bring
bet-
some champagne.
I bet that'd probably be fine.
I think they do, or like white wine. I think I've had a raw oyster where you're sucking it out of the shell, and there's like a little wine in there.
Oh, really?
That's a treat.
That sounds so good.
That's a treat. Do you like raw oysters?
I love raw oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it was one of the hardest parts about making this was not trying to get the dough to stick to the oysters. I heard that's a huge problem for a lot of people. But
Yeah.
my issue is not eating the raw oysters.
Yeah, you were kind of struggling.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
you're
they just
cooking.
wanted to slip in.
One was like maybe running down your arm. Wow, yeah, that sounds so good.
It was fantastic. I cut some cilantro and sliced an avocado. Wow. And had it with some, like a little cilantro onion. Wow. And pico. Wow. And
I didn't know you got so into cooking.
oh yeah, I love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Love cooking.
Was this at which island were you on?
Clackamas.
Clackamas Island?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably maybe a better venue for cooking oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party Island usually isn't too friendly with.
And you can find
With
oysters
meats.
laying around, but you don't want to eat them. You kind of want to let them be.
Yeah.
Leave them alone. Another thing I watched, your oyster talk reminded me of this, was like super sped up footage of a shit ton of starfish and carnivorous sea worms eating a dead seal over the course of a month or something, because they take forever.
Starfish?
Yeah, like shit tons of starfish.
And what was the other animal?
Carnivorous worms, like
Whoa.
sea worms that have
Holy shit.
their mouths are like little spears, and they just kind of burrow into the seal and they feast for like a month because it takes forever to eat it until it's just nothing but a skeleton.
That's unbelievable.
And then it was crazy watching it because there's so many different colors represented, and the footage was just like so well done. But wow, like what a life, just munching on a seal and then they have to go like travel for a year to find like the next meal,
Yeah.
and then they eat for a month or something.
I didn't know. I was not aware that starfish ate.
They
flesh.
use like they have these digestive enzymes they secrete out of their lower, like their soft fish parts, and it breaks down the flesh so that they can just like suck the nutrients into their
Oh, I see. Okay.
little star bodies.
That's
It was cool.
perfect.
What a life. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I watched?
What have you been watching?
Actually, I'm almost treating it like a 3-part series because I keep falling asleep. Not because it's bad entertainment, but because I just fall asleep during movies.
Mm-hmm.
Gone Girl.
You watched Gone Girl.
Gone Girl.
Damn, girl.
Yeah,
Shit.
I watched it.
That girl got gone.
It's pretty good.
Did you finish it?
No.
You're on act 3.
I'm on Act 3. Yeah.
Do you want to catch us up to speed on where you are? I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, so in part 2, we find that the female lead character, I don't know anybody's name.
We'll call her Rosamund Pike,
Rosamund Pike. She,
the Gone Girl.
you've spent the whole first half of the movie thinking that she's obviously disappeared, and you start suspecting her husband, Baffleck,
Holy shit!
has maybe done something to her, and everybody starts thinking that. But then in part 2, it's okay to spoil, right?
Oh, yeah. We'll edit this out, don't worry.
In
Part
part
2, you find out that she's actually behind her own disappearance. She's planned the whole thing. Baffleck is figuring this out as it dwells more into the story of what she's doing with her life now and how she's planning. She's basically just avenging. Yeah, I guess like getting revenge on Affleck for like the years of shitty
Bad sex up against the dresser.
yeah, bad husbandry.
Yeah, poor form.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was sick of it.
He talks about that a lot.
I-
Well, there's monologues about it.
Yeah.
Every time I look at my wife, I just wanted to die.
Yeah, I think if I were in a similar situation, things would have ended a lot less dramatic.
You think you would have maybe nipped that bud before it bloomed into a carnivorous space-eating plant?
I don't think anybody would have disappeared.
Yeah.
I think I would have went through a rough time, as would my former spouse, and then
then you
you
would
know, moved on.
Moved on.
Yeah.
You would have got gone.
I would have moved gone.
Gone, dude. I'm gone, dude.
But the movie's great so far. I can't wait to see what happens in part 3. You seem to enjoy it, right?
I love the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
What do you think about the music? Do
I
you feel good about it?
I haven't paid attention to any of the music.
That might be a compliment.
Oh, okay.
It's not that it stands out. It's that it just creates this sort of like kind of like
vibe.
Is it actually music or is it just sound?
it's sound that has some musical elements to it, but it's not. I don't think it's intended to be like this. It's not like because there's a soundtrack for Gone Girl, but I guess it's pretty ambient. So I imagine it's this kind of music to have on. But I think it just vibes really well with the way the movie is shot,
Yeah.
the way it's paced.
Did you have a preconceived idea as to what the movie was going to do, like the different plot twists and everything, or was the movie just wrangling you and carrying you along with it?
I think the only thing that I had kind of gleaned from other people, and just like little media bits that I couldn't get away from
Yeah.
because I tried to not pay attention to any of that. I just knew immediately that Ben Affleck didn't do it.
Okay.
But you don't know that because you're not done with the movie.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's gonna do in Act 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super interested to find out how the movie ends.
Yeah.
It's kind of a long movie too. I wasn't expecting that.
It's very long, and I think it pays off really well.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I won't say too much more.
I enjoy treating it as though it were a 3-parter.
It fits perfectly into that.
Yeah. I've got some great
Sleep.
Yeah, episodic content. Yeah. Yeah, well, and I love David Fincher. I like his movies a lot.
What else did he do?
We did Fight Club.
Oh,
That
that's
was
right.
like the thing that put him on everyone's radar, I think.
Okay.
He did Zodiac, which I
Never
think
saw
is a
it.
similarly like kind of really methodically paced, long, but really good suspenseful movie that really justifies its length. Not everyone feels that way, but I like that movie a lot. I liked The Social Network. He did that as well. That's what he did before this.
I almost bought Fight Club on Blu-ray not too long ago.
I really want to watch that again. I haven't seen it in a long time. I feel like I needed to take a break from that and let it go away for a while. You know, I feel like the Fight Club got like kind of oh yeah, Fight Club kind of thing. Not that really matters, but that's kind of how I ended up feeling. Like, I want to see how I feel about that movie when it's totally kind of removed from
Yeah.
its era.
Like maybe you can, at some point, depending on how long you stretch this out,
Yeah.
maybe by the time you revisit the movie, you can almost not even remember what happens in the movie.
See,
Do you think that's possible?
I would have to wait until I was like maybe 52.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. That's gonna be a while.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That happened to me with Neverending Story, I believe, not too long ago. I watched that movie, and I mean, I'd seen it when I was a kid, and then rewatching it, I had completely forgot what had happened and what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And also, it happened to me again with the Disney film Aladdin. At one point, I knew like the complete, like all of the dialogue to that movie. I could recite the words while watching it. I knew all the songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then rewatching it, God, like 25 years later. No, not 25, but like
It's been a while.
20 years
Yeah.
later. I had no clue what was happening. I didn't know where the story was gonna go.
Yeah.
It was like watching the movie for the very first time.
See, yeah, I really need to give that one some more time because I could not say the same.
Oh, really? Well, I hope if you do wait until you're 52, I hope it goes well for you with the rewatch.
I think I'll do a double header, an Aladdin followed by Fight Club, or
Oh,
maybe the other
that'd be
way
fun.
around. That'd be a nice night.
Yeah.
I'll invite everyone over. The Neverending Story, I have no clue what the fuck happens in that movie, other than that fucking horse dying,
Oh yeah, the horse.
which I'll never forget. No one is gonna forget that.
Is the horse Atreyu?
I don't remember its name. I just remember its death.
Yeah.
That's a rough
And
one.
what a way to go.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. The brown bag special.
Oh.
Yeah, another treat for us.
Oh wow.
Picked these up from the old store yesterday.
Yeah. I love these.
Yeah, these are good. Do you want to go first? Can't look.
I won't look.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh, wow. What's that in there?
I like the feel of this one.
Fluff it. What's that in there?
Wow, what a good one.
What the fuck is that?
Wow.
What do we got?
Oh, good ones. Oh, wow.
Oh, pick the right one. Don't think too hard about it.
I don't know.
Fluff it. What's that in there? Is it stuck? Oh. Oh.
Wow, what a good one.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's a monster.
That's a monstrosity.
Wow.
That's a grapefruit.
You see this gift?
That's a.
Oh, yeah.
Smell that?
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Oh, this will be great.
Mine's a little smaller.
It's a good one.
Good acoustics in here.
Yeah. Oh.
This one's a little bruised, but that just means it's ready to be eaten.
This one feels like it got a little deflated. That's a sports ball joke.
The person that described this to me told me that it was like sex.
You know, I perform with passion.
Because we were talking about eating fruit, like the first thing you do in a day is to eat fruit because it's good for your digestion, and it's like in and out in 20 minutes. And then she just launched into a story about putting your fingers inside the flesh of the grapefruit and just parting the lips, and so don't be afraid to get aroused. I'm gonna cut into that.
Oh, sure.
Knife there.
Oh, yeah.
I just got a mango, but I love mangoes. But we can share.
I love a mango, too.
Looks like some snooze. Smells good.
Have you been playing anything lately?
Yes, I just started I started over playing this game. It's called Lisa. The RPG. I think the subtitle is something like the sad RPG or the sorrowful RPG.
Oh shit.
It's a little. If you want to think about what it looks like, it's two-dimensional and it looks kind of like similar to inspired by the art of like Earthbound.
Really?
Yeah, Mother, for all our Japanese viewers.
Is it a PC only game?
I don't know if it's come out on anything
I've
else.
never heard
I
of it.
hope it would because it's pretty fucking cool. It's got really good music, and basically the premise is it ends up being a post-apocalyptic thing, and your character, who is addicted to this drug called
Joy.
finds a little girl, a little baby girl, and he's like, oh shit, I gotta hide this girl, and he lives with his friends, and I just look at that. That's pretty sexy. Can we get a
Maybe.
maybe get a finger in there too?
See the flesh.
That is.
How's that look from over there, Adam?
I can't stop stroking my mustache. Wow, that is definitely a white grapefruit.
Yeah. Wow. Look at the seeds.
Yeah, there's some seeds in there. It's fertile. But anyway, you're in a post-apocalyptic world. Thank you. And you're living with your kind of friend dudes. You're hiding out, and they're like, oh, maybe we should get rid of this little girl and take her to like the army, which is basically just a bunch of fucking bandits who have taken over the wasteland. And you're like, no, we gotta hide this. Like, she's not. They're gonna like do horrible things to her. So they hide her, and then she grows up, and you're like struggling with drug addiction. And finally, the cat gets out of the bag, and she runs off. You don't know what's happened to her. Like when you come home, you find your friends massacred, and then you got to go out and find her. But what's great about this game, and it plays like an Earthbound, like it's very similar battle system.
Oh, okay.
You are doing like little. You can do manual inputs with the keyboard, or you can use a controller.
Yeah.
You can do little combo inputs to do stronger attacks and stuff. So it's kind of an active thing, a snappy thing. The game is super fucking funny. The writing is hilarious. You start collecting these weird characters to come along with you. Like the first guy you meet, his name is Terry Hintz, and he describes himself as the master of tutorial. So he basically kind of shows you the ropes, and he wears like a cheetah jersey, and he's got great hair. And then you start meeting weirdos who come hang out with you, and it's fantastic. I played it a long time ago, and then I got distracted by other things, and I think I'm back on in a minute.
You're back in it.
I want to see it through. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to play the Resident Evil remake,
The remake?
HD. I got that.
Cool.
Sitting on the back burner. So, yeah, but I had taken a small break from video games for a second there, but I think I'm back on. I'm always on and off with that stuff.
I have been getting into the alright, I'm not gonna say Candy Crush because it's not Candy Crush, but it is colorful jewel puzzle game. Fat Princess. Have you ever heard of this?
Fat Princess? Is that game where you're like, it's like a competitive game where you're trying to, like the princess is like the flag, it's like a capture the flag kind of game?
Well,
let me see if this jogs your memory.
you know what?
I feel like what you just described was Bejeweled.
Yeah.
but Fat Princess
You know what? You're absolutely right.
is this.
The name of my game is Fat Princess, a piece of cake.
Oh, nice.
No. What is it?
Oh,
Yeah, it's another. It's
The-
another game.
the Fat Princess story continues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, and it's really good. You battle hordes of little soldiers. Each has their like hit points,
Mm-hmm.
and they're a different class. Whether they're like a bomber, a priest, a swordsman, or a man with a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And if you line up, say you line up 3 jewels for the rifle holder, that means he'll shoot. And each time you have a turn, the dial gets closer for the opposing side to counter an attack or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know. It's probably something better seen than.
Are you playing online, like competitively?
Mm-mm. No, it's just it's not online at all.
So are you playing with like a? You're just playing the game.
I'm playing through the different worlds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun though.
Is it on your Vita?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I never thought I'd be into anything like this.
I usually I have a weird bias against puzzle games in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
but usually when I get in a situation where I'm forced to play them, I have a good time.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Like the amount of dedication is close to nothing. Like I don't need to be a smart person to play it. I need to be slightly observant.
Yeah. Wow, this.
Kind of gives me a little bit of freedom from thinking.
Yeah. Well, that's what gaming's all about, a little escape. This grapefruit is a lot like sex because it's kind of difficult.
It is hard.
It's kind of hard
It's very hard.
to eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut into this mango. Wait, and I applaud him. Yesterday I saw Cliff, like from across the room,
Mm-hmm.
with a knife, like approach an avocado
Mm-hmm.
and slice into it, and took the pit clean out in one stroke. Cliffs are one of our good friends.
You would do that.
Yeah.
I'm a huge mango fan.
I love mangoes.
Love them.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Do you know the proper way to eat a mango?
No.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to do this without cutting my leg.
Gashing yourself.
We'll try not to gash today. I went to. Have you ever heard of?
Homegrown smoker. Homegrown smoker?
I got a food cart review for you. It's a vegan food cart, and it's southern food. So they're doing like
Smoked.
soy curls with
Whoa.
barbecue sauce in this is what I had. It was like
Smoked.
soy curls, barbecue sauce, like baked beans, mac and cheese, onions,
Where is this place?
all in a big fucking tortilla wrapped like a giant burrito.
Where is this place?
It's like on Mississippi, like that,
It is?
You know where Proust
Yeah.
is? It's in that pod.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go there. It sounds wonderful.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah. And they give you a shit ton of food.
Uh-huh.
And I went all out. I spent like $12 and got that. You get that burrito, and then they have excellent hush puppies
Uh-huh.
and like this really great lemon mayonnaise thing, and they got sweet tea, sweet minted tea. Well, I got an Arnold Palmer
Really?
minted lemonade, minted tea.
Dang, dude.
It was
This sounds great.
fantastic. hell of a deal. The dude who was working, the guy that ordered in front of me, didn't know what to order, and he was like, "What's your favorite thing on the menu?" And the guy working was like, "Well, that just depends on what you like." And he could have kept it short, but then he proceeded to go through everything on the menu and talk about it. Yeah. When people ask me that kind of stuff, I just pick a random item and tell them it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really have no problem answering questions like that because it allows me to get outside of my body. It's like having an out-of-body experience. I get to live somebody else's life who cares about something that I don't really care about. And I perform with passion.
Yeah, you certainly do.
And it allows me to display my knowledge. I kind of enjoy it. And then
I don't dislike it, but I guess I'll tell people something sucks if they're like, "What do you think of this?"
Mhm.
I'm not afraid to tell them that they shouldn't eat that.
But yeah. I do, I guess half the time if it's something that I really dislike, sometimes I will go into why I don't like it, but other times I'll just be like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That's good. It ain't bad.
It's better than bad.
It's decent. I'm really impressed I haven't cut myself yet.
Yeah.
I just almost did, but I fucked this up so bad. Cattle. Remember when I said I was going to show you the appropriate way to eat a mango? Brother, this is it. If you have any Filipino viewers out there, I'm sorry.
We apologize.
You can we'll give you your money back.
You can unsubscribe.
You can unsubscribe. Just hit that unsubscribe button right down there. It really helps.
It really helps.
It really helps us be more honest.
I like what this is.
Yeah, this is a moody man.
I don't care about your preference. If you straight, I'll go both ways.
I don't know much about it, other than it's kind of funky.
Anything else you've been up to lately?
Well, let's see. I really just recovering from the birthday celebration. Yeah. We celebrated our good friend's birthday pretty hard. While we're on the topic of food, we mentioned briefly about the meat earlier, but ox. If you ever want to see a table set deliberately and properly, if you're ever wondering about which side the fork and the knife go on,
The next spoon that you see is going to be for coffee or tea.
you can probably just go in there and ask them to show you. You don't have to sit down and eat, because they will.
Yeah, they probably have to practice doing that stuff, and you could probably just sit in for some practice sessions.
You can probably just look through the window. This mango is actually kind of fucking rotten. I don't think we should. I'm gonna eat a little bit of it.
Also,
I didn't pay for this mango.
if you've never seen what a table full of meat looks like, you can go to Ox and have a plate of only meat in front of you.
Save it for last. Yeah, look at that. I don't think we should eat this.
Okay.
Look at that.
No. No. No.
Uh-uh.
No. No.
Uh-uh. Nope.
No. 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 No.
Uh-uh. Nope.
No. No.
also shed some light on the fact that gypsies were the second largest victims of the Holocaust. And saying that you got gypped on something is basically like saying something very racist, so don't ever say it.
Give a fuck about no gypsies. Well, do you like the grapefruit?
I love the grapefruit.
It's kind of hard to eat
Yeah.
because there's so much fiber. Like usually the grapefruits I get, I feel like don't have all this fucking fiber. Yeah, fiber.
Very, very strong fiber too.
Yeah. Kind of just bathing in it.
Oh, I've also been playing. I bought Limbo.
Ooh, that's a nice little platformer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'd really like to try playing one of these days?
Mm-hmm.
If I can get it. Braid.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play that?
I never played through it. I couldn't wrap my head around it at some point, but I hear good things about it. Has the whole twist been spoiled for you yet?
On Limbo?
No, on Braid.
Mm.
I don't think there's any twists in Limbo.
Mm.
You get what you see. Silhouettes.
No, I don't actually even know if I know the story behind Braid. It's kind of like
We don't really. That's the thing. You don't know the story when you start it.
it's got a little Sands of Time type
Mm.
thing going on, right?
Mm-hmm. There's time rewinding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, you obviously don't know the twist. So.
No. Do you know the twist?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like spoilage?
I think your character is like a stalker or something.
Oh, really?
Which that might not even be like a big deal.
Uh-huh.
It's like just saying that doesn't. You kind of like gradually figure out what's going on.
Oh, okay.
So.
Is he Indiana Jones replica?
That Braid guy?
Yeah. Doesn't he have a whip and a little hat?
Are you talking about Spelunky?
Heyo.
No, I'm talking about Braid. Or is the guy from Braid
The guy from
in a
Braid's
little
like
suit?
he looks like he's
Is it a business suit?
he's like in a little like Ivy League get-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Those so Braid and Limbo and kind of even Spelunky. Well, definitely Braid and Limbo. Braid came out at a time, I think, when small budget, like independently developed 2D platformers, people weren't like cynical about them yet, as they are now. Like I think like people were just excited about the notion of games like that being made.
Yeah.
Where now it's sort of like a stigma, almost like a hurdle you got to get over. If you're making an indie 2D platformer, people are like, okay, and you really got to have like a hell of a gimmick to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe like Shovel Knight
Oh God! Wait, Rick!
is the last game of that blanket categorization that stood out to me. And not because it really had any sort of gimmick, it just played really well. And I felt like it didn't really just hedge its bets, oh thank you, on being an indie 8-bit looking platformer. Although I'm sure there's still people who bought it for that reason. But like when the word of mouth really got out, people were like, this game fucking plays great.
Yeah.
So
Man, I tell myself every day at work that I'm going to go home and play Shovel Knight, and I still haven't made it yet.
yeah, I gave you that game.
Still haven't made it yet.
Well, you're gonna love it. I think you're really gonna enjoy it.
Oh, shit. Well, maybe I'll do that today.
Yeah. Yeah, Shovel Knight's fucking awesome. That was one of my favorite games last year. Yeah, get that fucking mess out of here. We've had our breakfast. Now it's time to relax.
Where should I put this?
You could
Expired
just
food.
leave it in the camera bag. Oh, wow. I am sticky as fuck. Would you like a ham bone?
Oh, I have a ham bone.
Yeah. I am sticky as fuck. I'm sorry if this
I'm
ham
really
bone
sticky too.
is sticky. I should have got some baby wipes.
You know, mine is almost gone.
Okay, good.
My stickiness.
I was getting into it. I'll say the grapefruit came out on top. The mango was inedible, just about.
Yeah, I'd say the grapefruit was on top also. That's.
I don't think you had any of the mango, but
Oh, I'm just going based off visuals.
yeah. Yeah, the grapefruit was very sexy. It was like a voluptuous woman wearing like 5 layers of lace lingerie. So it's kind of hard to get in there.
Mm. The seed count was
Pretty high.
really high.
High seed
Ridiculous
counts.
almost.
Absurd. But these were all donated to us by our fans, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, you want to know what else I made the other day? Well, first off, I bought myself some Bombay
Sapphire?
Sapphire. And I have a nice vermouth that I've actually had for a minute.
Is there a certain vermouth you like? Because I don't know shit about picking vermouth.
I know it's not the martini.
It's not dry? Is it dry?
It is dry.
It's dry.
Yeah, it's dry, but it's not the martini brand. You know, I think the brand's Martini. It's shit, I can't even remember the name of the company who makes it, but it's just not high range vermouth, just kind of lower shelf, but it tastes great on its own and in a martini. So I made Bombay Sapphire martinis.
Wow.
They were
Was this with the oysters?
wonderful. Yeah. Yeah.
Classing it up.
They were wonderful.
Classing it up.
Yeah. You know, I think the key for me, specifically my taste, is when it comes to making my own martinis, not skimping on the gin.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
skimping on the gin.
you're supposed to go.
Dang, that looks good.
Yeah.
Turning over on its belly
So you can give it a little tickle with your tongue before you go in.
and digest that.
There's an oyster in that martini.
Oh wow.
I wonder how that. I bet that's fucking delicious.
Yeah, because I've actually ordered from a really nice bar. I didn't want to pay too much, so I just settled with the bottom shelf gin.
Yeah.
For the martini.
Yeah.
Terrible. I regretted it immediately. And you just don't know. You don't know what you're missing out if you actually get that. If you actually pay the extra money and
It's
get
not
the
too
get
much.
the gin.
It is. I don't think like higher gin. You don't have to go like top shelf, but there's a huge difference between well gin and what you're getting just like for like $4 or $5 more dollars.
Yeah, there's a huge
$10 more
difference.
dollars. Yeah.
Even still, I've never even tried anything top shelf. I bet it's wonderful.
Yeah. You really like it's Hendrix, right?
Oh yeah. I like
Yeah, I
Hendrix
want
a
to
lot.
try that. I usually go Beefeater.
Oh yeah.
I made some excellent gin martinis over the holidays.
Yeah, I had one of those.
You had one of those?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
That was fun. I got a martini bug for the holidays.
Yeah.
So
You know what Alicia has is she has, just like everybody else has, an insulated coffee mug. Not mug, but it has like a top that you can seal so it doesn't leak or nothing.
right. like a little tumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has one of those that she just pours the correct amounts of the vermouth and olive juice and gin in,
Mm-hmm.
puts like 3 ice cubes, seals it, shakes it, and at the top there's a little opening that you press on, and it's only a hole just a couple centimeters wide, and you press it, and that's how you can drink out of it. But
Whoa.
man, it's perfect for just pouring into a glass because it blocks all the ice from going into the drink.
Oh, it functions as a strainer.
It is a perfect little martini maker.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen
Where can I get one of
an
these?
innovative solution like that
That sounds great.
in a while. I was really proud.
They sell them at Target,
They sell them everywhere. Yeah, Target.
Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
I have a martini shaker, but it's kind of like you gotta maintain it really well.
Oh, really? I don't like that.
Gotta clean it.
And the cool thing about the like super well insulated is when you're shaking it, it's not super loud.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't be able to hear it upstairs.
So you can stealthily make a martini like
Yeah.
behind your lover's back.
Yeah. Yeah. Just shake it,
Yeah.
and the insulation protects a lot of those
Higher.
And lowers.
sound waves from escaping.
Wow.
It's really a nice little deal.
It sounds like the martini of the future. Man.
Bombay.
Bombay.
It was excellent. And
Shout
with the oysters, the not deep fried, but the pan fried oysters, it was really good. I'll have to make it sometime. I'll have to like.
We should have a cooking episode.
Yeah.
We should do something like that.
Oh, wouldn't that be?
Or we should
fun?
just have dinner. We
Yeah,
should just like set a nice
let's
white,
eat.
white tabletop cloth. Get everything set up real deliberately and nice.
Mm.
No speaking, just eating.
Mm-hmm. You know, that'd be a good idea for like a little dinner soiree, or
Yeah.
not dinner, but like have some people over, have like 8 to 10 really good friends over,
Yeah.
4 martinis, and then prepare like 30 oysters.
I would be so into that.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
wouldn't that be great?
That's wonderful. And then no conversation.
No conversation.
No conversation.
Maybe some.
We get a fog machine going.
What's the system for military talking? The tapping.
Morse code.
Yeah, maybe some eyeball, maybe some eyelash, winking Morse code.
Definitely some foot communication under the table. I kind of can't help myself in that regard. I like footsies.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like sneaking up someone's knickers right as they're taking the best bite of their life. And maybe enhancing the experience for them.
Maybe get that electric pulse going up the spine.
Like a little jellyfish. I'm under your tablecloth. Feel my poison.
Now I am the tablecloth.
Now I'm craving fucking oysters. I have the best fried oysters I've ever had. There's a place on Cannon Beach. I don't remember what it's called.
The Shuckery?
I don't think it's called the Shuckery. But man, those are like little explosive magic balls.
You know, I haven't always had a great time with oysters. There was this one time, I must have been in my early 20s at some point, 23 or so, 22, and I went over to a friend's house whose their family is Filipino, and they have these huge oysters that they get. I mean,
Like that?
yeah, no, I'm dead serious. You needed 2 hands to hold it. It was like holding just
horrifying.
a gigantic fucking booger. And man, all you could do is just take like chunks off of it, but it was like, I don't know, just
everywhere.
yeah, it was just everywhere. I tried eating an entire one, and almost nearly threw up a few times. And I was drunk.
That seems like an oyster that size
And I got laughed at.
shouldn't be a one sitting kind of thing. at
No,
all.
they were definitely picking on me, but it was all a good fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds like fun. Maybe we should have a giant oyster challenge too. If we could maybe just get during our dinner party, just have one giant oyster as a centerpiece on the table, and see who will eat it.
You know, it's kind of up in the air, but I think from what I've heard, a lot of people are saying that oysters may be vegan.
Are we calling into question the ethical
Yeah,
dilemma of eating certain seafood?
that's right.
See.
Because they
Like-
act almost as plant life.
Okay.
So I don't
Interesting.
know.
Interesting.
It's it seems like it'd be a very fine barrier.
I wonder if there's anyone out there who like doesn't eat plant life
If
because
you
they have ethical concerns about it.
if you have an opinion on that, feel free to write in.
Yeah, just send it to our PO box.
Yeah.
The basement. PO.
97 BAS
Yeah.
MENT
Pasadena, Ohio.
.net
.gov.
.god.
.god. Right. We gotta get our .god domain registered. Stat. Before people see this. Well, I'd like to ask whoever's gonna do our post editing. Whoever's gonna do our post. I keep saying post editing. Like, what do you do after you edit it? Whoever's gonna
our post shooting.
our post. Whoever's gonna deliver this tape to the office, tell the guy doing the editing to just sort of, if you could just overlay Brian Jackson Jones' face over both of us for this entire thing.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of work because we've been moving around and getting kind of messy.
The real work is the first few minutes, and then after you get it dialed in with the face moving,
Just
then
set
it's
the-
just a bunch of cut and copying.
Just set the get the grid lines out. Just get the wire mesh on our face, and I've got textures of Brian's face that I'll send to you that we can just overlay. It's pretty high tech stuff. It'll pick up the cheek movements and like it'll simulate the sticky juices that are on our faces right now. I don't know if anyone's getting any of that. I feel fucking gross. I feel like a little kid who got.
I'm very sticky.
I feel like a kid who got stuck in a jungle gym
I did
for
enter.
too long.
I did enter the podcast today with an incredible case of pizza throat. That's why I've been clearing my throat nonstop. I apologize for that. The
Did you go
pizza-
to where did? What kind of pizza was in your throat?
Nothing yet. But I am gonna go to Bella Fascia.
Yeah, let's go to Bella Fascia. Shout out, Steve Fosh. Just flip the tape real quick. I gotta pee. I don't know. I don't know if I can hold it anymore.
Go for it.
Colby's gonna monologue to you or something.
And then we were just kind of sitting there, going about our business. It was a great day. Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey.
That's pretty much it.
Do you want to get in bed?
Well, I just finished my story.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of tired.
All right. Good night, Adam. Good night.
You coming in? I'm exhausted from eating all that fucking fruit.
But, Brian.
Yeah, this mattress is heated.
Oh.
No. Let me plug it in.
What a good feeling bad.
Do you see why I have so much trouble getting out of this fucking bed sometimes?
Wow. Oh, I don't even think I can get up.
Yeah, I think we're done. We had some meat, little star bodies.
It's a great short stay. I'm going to go home and play Shovel Knight.